Okay, let's add some pattern to some letters in Cricut Design Space. First off, I open Cricut Design Space and I'm going to go to New Project. Under New Project, I first want to make sure that I have uploaded my pattern into Cricut Design Space, and to do that, I'm going to click the Upload button. And then up here, I'm not going to upload an image, I'm going to go to Pattern Fill and go to Upload Pattern. I'm going to browse or just find the file in my file explorer and drag it in there. I'm going to go to browse, and then I am going to find where I have all of Mandy's beautiful patterns. And once I have found the pattern that I want to upload, and I'm going to go with Sparkleberry Vacay. I'm going to just click open, and it is going to add my pattern into Cricut Design Space. I can go ahead up here and change the pattern name. You can really search for the pattern name, so it really doesn't matter what it is called. You can search and filter by colors, so you might want to find a way to use these color options to keep track of what your where your Sparkleberry patterns are. Let's say you say pink is all of your Sparkleberry patterns, and then that way you can find them easily. So for right now, I'm just going to hit upload. I'm going to worry about tagging them later, since this is just for demonstration purposes. It's going to take a little bit because our patterns are such high quality that they're rather big files. It's going to take a little bit, and the slower your computer is, the longer it's going to take, unfortunately. Okay, once we have that done, we can hit cancel and go back to our canvas. And now we want to insert some text. And I'm just going to say, yay, pattern. And then we want to pick a text, a font that is very big and chunky so we can see a lot of that pattern. So I'm going to go to my fonts up here. And then I am going to, let's use this one. That one looks pretty big and chunky. Yeah, let's make that a little bigger. Okay, now that I have the font that I want, that's nice, big, and chunky, I'm going to go up here where it says Operation, and I'm going to change it from Basic Cut to a Print Then Cut Standard. And once I have changed that, I can go to the color, and instead of a color, I want to fill it with a pattern. Once I hit pattern, it is going to show me a bunch of beautiful patterns, and usually they're going to be in the order that they were added in this view right here. So this one that hasn't loaded yet is likely our Sparkleberry Vacay. And as I had mentioned before, you can use the filter option over here to filter by color, so you can use that to keep track of which ones, where you have all of your Sparkleberry patterns, so you don't end up accidentally choosing one of the Cricut patterns. And I'm just going to go ahead and click on this one because I'm 99% sure that it's Sparkleberry Vacay, but I would be wrong. So let's go down here, and I have Sparkleberry Vacay right here. And I can see that from the tiny preview window. And now you can see that it has added it to my letters here, but it's really tiny. So I'm going to go to Edit Pattern. And that's going to show me here that the scale is at 100, but I can change that and move it up until it's really nice in my letters. And then I can also rotate it here if I want to, like, let's say rotate it 90 degrees. It's not going to make a huge difference on this pattern. But if you have one of like the stripe patterns, that might be helpful. And horizontal and vertically, I can move it up and down. Really doesn't matter for our seamless patterns since they don't have a seam, so they're always going to look beautiful. And then you can also flip them right here. Okay, once you have it how you want it, you just click the little X, and then you can see how beautiful it has added the pattern in here. And as you can see, the exclamation mark, it has it a little bit smaller in here. So we're just going to go ahead and weld that whole thing to make sure that the scale is the same everywhere. And there you have it, your text with your pattern in it. Keep in mind, this is now a print then cut. So as you can see by our little triangle here, this would actually be too big because it is 12 inches wide, which is bigger than the print and cut size for Cricut. Okay, I hope this helps. And if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments.